In the sports world, in sports news, this name we haven't heard for a little while. He's been MIA, missing in action, playing games. All right. I'm talking about your boy Zion Williamson. Oh, your boy Zion is back in the building, huh? Have you seen your boy Zion lately? Your boy Zion down went Super Saiyan God mode, huh? Super Saiyan God mode. My man came through slim and trim. I like to see it. Progression is always good. You feel me? Progression is always good. But that's a good thing. That means he's serious about getting to the business of his ball. Basketball. All right. His basketball. Pardon me. Right? But he dropped a few pounds, man. He popped up out of nowhere. Ready to get to it. Slim, trim, tightened up. Muscles, muscles is on point. That's a real good movement, because before he was looking like Fat Man Barkley. Am I going to hold you? He was looking like Fat Man Barkley. But he got it together, That's cool for old man Barkley, but not for young boy Zion. He's looking crazy, okay? But it said he dropped about 25 to 30 pounds. Kudos. That's a good start. Because he's a big dude. So, 25, 30 pounds is like 2 or 3 for somebody else. You know what I mean? But 25 to 30 pounds is still nothing to sneeze at. Means you are becoming more disciplined, right? More disciplined, which is key. Discipline is key. All right. Doing what you don't want to do, but doing it like you love it. Right? You know who I got that from? You know who I got that from? Iron Mike. And Iron Mike got that from Customado, right? But him showing up how he showed up means that he's serious about getting to the business of his basketball, man. Because he was, fresh out of Duke, he was being touted as the next one up to knock King James off his throne. And LeBron said, no, sir, that's not happening. Probably set him up a little bit too, you know what I mean? In order to keep his throne intact. Hey, it is what it is, It is what it is. Dog eat dog world. We know what it is. But nonetheless, Zion came back out. He's doing this thing. At his heaviest, he was about 300 pounds. That's a lot, man. That's a lot to not just only run up and down the court, but he's a dunker also. So you taking all that weight in the air, and then you don't even know how to properly land. See, a lot of you guys like the dunks, but you don't know how to properly land, even when you're running. Right? There's an art, there's a science to running. You feel me? So is there a science to dunking and also when you land from your dunks, okay? Because the shock can go up from the back of your foot if you land properly, I'm saying the wrong way, up through, like your thighs and then back into your spine if you're not careful. All right? And he was dunking horribly. Not the actual dunk, but the land was horrible, right? But losing weight makes the landing a lot easier, makes it lighter. It's like a lighter load for you to actually run up and down and for you to actually take up into the air if we land better also. So, right now, is he going to be disciplined enough to keep the weight off? That's the other side of it, of the coin. It's easy to a degree to take it off. Right? That's the easy part. You're motivated, people are around you to take it off. But when you home alone, right? Home alone, watching some classic TV, you might want to call Uber Eats, right? Because they make it easy for you. And ease, right, is the devil. Ease is the devil, right? So is he gonna be disciplined enough to keep the weight off? That's gonna tell the tale. That's gonna tell the tale. But we'll see. We'll see. But I don't want to sound like I'm being a Debbie Downer, because I'm not. But you must also be a realist too. I'm always looking at things from a positive perspective, which is not easy to do all the time, right? You got to be disciplined to do that. But at the same time, you must also be a realist also at the same time, and understand, right? Understand that how the mind forms attachments to things, right? Attachment to things. I don't want to go too deep off that end as it relates to Zion. I could go to the psychological route also, which is what makes him become the fat boy, right? But I'm not gonna delve that deep. I'm not gonna take you that deep into the waters on that one. I'm just saying, as it relates to Zion, kudos. He took some of the weight off. Now keep it off, right? Become even more disciplined. You might want to get some of the people that's maybe around you away from you, right? The energy has to also be the same. You know what I mean? You must have the same energy around you also at the same time. If not, it could be to your detriment. You feel me? It could be to, this is in general, this is generally speaking. This applies in all areas. But right now we're going to use it as it relates to basketball and Zion, right? Sports in general, right? So hopefully he keeps the weight off. Now if he drops even 20 more pounds, oh man, forget about it, bro. Forget about it. He's gonna look like Anatoly, right? He's gonna look like Anatoly, just all muscle, no body fat. Oh, forget about it. He's gonna be, if that happens, if Zion drops about 20 more pounds, everybody's gonna have to get out of his way, bro. He's gonna be new and improved Shaq. He's going to be new and improved Shaq. I guarantee you that, man. Unstoppable, you know, on all levels, right? But we'll see. You know, we'll see. Time will tell the tale. We'll see how disciplined he can be going into the near future and beyond, right? So it's easy to be motivated in the beginning. As time progresses, that will tell how serious you are, how disciplined you are about the goal that you're working to achieve. All right. But kudos to Zion, man. Kudos. Zion Williamson. That's what's up. All right.